let's wrap up our discussion of life insurance by talking about how you buy it. First, you want to compare costs and features. As you've noticed, there are a lot of little nuances between the different types of insurance policies. So you want to make sure you understand exactly what you're being offered. When you're looking at the insurance company, you want a large, highly rated, financially secure company, and you want the agent for that company to be someone that's reputable. So let's go back over the different types of life insurance and kind of recap the major advantages and disadvantages. So remember, we talked about 4 different types of policies: term, whole life, universal life, and variable life. And those last 3 had a lot of similarities. Term was kind of the simplest, easiest to buy. It provides coverage just for a set term, and there's no savings component to it. However, whole life gives you, whole life and universal life actually give you permanent coverage, and all of these other 3 have that savings component. But there are some differences. With the variable life, you get to decide how you're going to invest for that savings portion. You don't get those choices for the whole life and the universal life. So between the whole life and the universal life is different in that those two components are separate. So as you can see on the disadvantage side, then they're getting more complicated as we go from term to the whole and the universal and the variable life. So it's a little bit difficult to evaluate them because of those complexities, and they start to get a little bit riskier as well. So the features that would be included in a life insurance policy are the beneficiary clause. Who gets that death benefit? The settlement options. How do you pay? Can you take loans out if there is a cash value or savings element? What will the premiums be? Is there a grace period? Are there any non-forfeiture options? What happens if your policy lapses? Are you able to reinstate it? Can you make any other changes to your policy? And then just lots of other special clauses that might be important to you, or you might want to make sure that you understand whether or not they're included.